Have you ever wondered if an ordinary-looking dime sitting in an old collection, forgotten coin jar, or inherited box could secretly be one of the most talked-about treasures among collectors? What if a tiny, silver-colored coin, small enough to fit on your fingertip, carried a story so fascinating that collectors across America stop and take notice the moment they see it? Today's video is not just about old coins. It is about hidden treasures, surprising discoveries, and a Mercury dime that continues to spark excitement among collectors. Stay with me until the end, because the coin we are about to discuss has features that many people overlook. At first glance, it may seem ordinary, but as we uncover its history, rarity, collector appeal, and market attention, you may never look at old dimes the same way again. If you love rare coins, valuable collectibles, and treasure hunting stories, make sure you watch every second of this video because the details become more exciting as we go. Coin number 1. The coin we are talking about today is the 1941 Mercury dime with no mint mark, displaying black spots on the reverse side and showing a beautiful fine condition appearance. This remarkable coin belongs to one of the most beloved series in American numismatic history. The Mercury dime is famous for its stunning design, historic significance, and lasting popularity among collectors from coast to coast. To truly appreciate why collectors pay attention to this coin, we need to travel back in time. The Mercury dime series was first introduced in 1916 and quickly became one of the most admired coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. The obverse features Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. Over the years, many Americans mistakenly called the design Mercury because it resembled the Roman god Mercury. The nickname stuck, and today the coin is universally known as the Mercury dime. By 1941, America was standing on the edge of a historic era. The nation was preparing for dramatic changes that would soon reshape the world. Coins produced during this period carry a unique historical connection that makes them especially attractive to collectors. Every 1941 Mercury dime represents a genuine piece of American history that survived decades of economic change, family collections, and countless journeys through time. Now, let's talk about the specific features that make this particular example so interesting. The absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia-produced Mercury dimes have long attracted collectors because they represent the original minting tradition of the United States. On this example, the black spots visible on the reverse side create a distinctive appearance. While natural toning and aging patterns vary from coin to coin, these characteristics often make individual pieces stand out from ordinary examples. Another factor contributing to its appeal is the overall fine condition. Fine-condition Mercury dimes retain important design details while still displaying the character and history expected from a circulated vintage coin. Many collectors appreciate coins that clearly show their age while preserving enough detail to tell their story. This balance between historical wear and visible design elements creates a strong collector attraction. The popularity of Mercury dimes has remained incredibly strong for decades. New collectors enter the hobby every year searching for pieces that combine history, artistry, and scarcity. The 1941 issue sits within one of the most collected coin series in America. Because demand continues across multiple generations of collectors, notable examples often receive significant attention whenever they appear in collections, auctions, or private transactions. What truly fuels excitement is the hunt itself. Thousands of collectors examine old collections hoping to discover an overlooked Mercury dime with unusual characteristics, attractive surfaces, or eye-catching originality. The thrill of finding a standout example keeps enthusiasm for the series alive year after year. Many collectors believe that the best coins are not merely pieces of metal, but tangible links to America's past. Now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. Based on the condition and description provided for this video, this 1941 Mercury dime, without a mint mark, has been assigned a market value of approximately $240,000 within the story scenario presented here. That number immediately captures attention because it transforms a small 10-cent coin into something that feels more like a remarkable collectible treasure than ordinary pocket change. Whenever collectors hear numbers like this associated with a Mercury dime, excitement naturally follows, and interest in the coin rises dramatically. For collectors watching today, there are several important lessons. Always examine dates carefully. Pay attention to mint marks or the absence of mint marks. Study the condition closely. Notice unusual toning, distinctive surface characteristics, and overall eye appeal. Small details often become the most discussed features when collectors evaluate vintage coins. Most importantly, learn continuously. Knowledge remains one of the most valuable tools in the entire coin collecting hobby. As we wrap up coin number 1, remember that the fascination surrounding the 1941 Mercury dime comes from far more than numbers. It comes from history, craftsmanship, collector passion, and the possibility that extraordinary treasures may still be hiding in places nobody expects. That combination of mystery and discovery is exactly why coin collecting continues to captivate millions of people. And believe me, if you think this Mercury dime was impressive, the next coins in today's countdown become even more surprising. You definitely do not want to miss what comes next. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to EagleCoins, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Our channel brings fresh updates every single day, featuring rare coins, hidden treasures, collector insights, and fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. Coin number 2 is the 1920 Mercury dime with a D mint mark, featuring gray spots on the reverse side and displaying a circulated condition appearance. At first glance, it may seem like just another old dime from America's past. But hidden behind that small piece of silver-colored history is a story that has survived for more than a century. To understand why collectors become excited about coins like this, we have to travel back to the year 1920. America was entering a completely new decade. The Roaring Twenties were beginning. Industries were expanding, cities were growing, and the nation was experiencing dramatic changes. During this historic period, Mercury dimes circulated throughout the country, passing through businesses, banks, stores, and countless hands. Every surviving 1920 Mercury dime is a direct connection to that remarkable era. Imagine how many people may have carried this coin, how many places it may have traveled, and how many decades it survived before finding its way into the hands of collectors. That historical journey is one of the reasons Mercury dimes continue to captivate enthusiasts today. The Mercury dime series is widely regarded as one of the most beautiful coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. Created by renowned sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the design features Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. Because of its resemblance to the Roman god Mercury, collectors eventually gave the coin its famous nickname. Now, let's focus on the unique characteristics of this particular example. The D mint mark tells us the coin was struck at the historic Denver Mint. Denver-produced Mercury dimes have long attracted attention among collectors, especially when older dates are involved. Coins struck more than a century ago naturally carry an extra layer of fascination because relatively few survive in attractive collectible condition. Another notable feature is the gray spotting visible on the reverse side. Over decades, coins can develop distinctive toning patterns and surface characteristics. These natural signs of age often create a unique appearance that separates one coin from another. Many collectors appreciate originality because it reflects the coin's long and authentic journey through history. The circulated condition of this Mercury dime adds character and authenticity. Rather than being hidden away immediately after minting, this coin spent time serving its intended purpose in American commerce. Every mark, every shade, and every sign of wear tells a story about the decades it survived. Collector demand for Mercury dimes remains incredibly strong. The series is considered a cornerstone of American numismatics, and thousands of collectors actively search for older dates to complete their collections. The combination of history, artistry, rarity, and nostalgia creates ongoing interest that spans multiple generations. Part of the excitement surrounding coins like this comes from the possibility of discovery. Across the United States, collectors continue searching through inherited collections, estate finds, old albums, and forgotten boxes hoping to uncover a hidden treasure. The dream of finding an overlooked Mercury dime keeps the hobby exciting year after year. And now, after all of the anticipation, it is finally time for the reveal. Based on the condition and description provided for this video, this 1920 Mercury dime with a D mint mark has been assigned a market value of approximately $290,000 within the story scenario presented here. The moment a collector hears a figure like that associated with a century-old dime, curiosity immediately turns into excitement. Suddenly, what appears to be a small coin becomes the centerpiece of a remarkable treasure story that captures attention throughout the collecting community. The fascination with coins like this goes beyond the number itself. It comes from the combination of history, survival, collector demand, and the mystery surrounding every old coin that has traveled through time. These elements transform an ordinary-looking piece of metal into something that feels truly special. For collectors watching today, this coin offers an important lesson. Always examine older Mercury dimes carefully. Check the date, verify the mint mark, observe the condition, and pay attention to unique surface characteristics. Sometimes the details that seem small at first glance become the most interesting part of a coin's story. As we conclude coin number 2, remember that the 1920D Mercury dime remains a symbol of America's past and a favorite among collectors who appreciate historic coinage. Its journey from the early 20th century to modern collections is exactly the type of story that keeps numismatics exciting. But don't leave yet, because the final coin in today's countdown is still waiting to be revealed, and its story may be even more surprising than anything we've covered so far. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to EagleCoins, hit the like button, and turn on notifications. Our channel is freshly updated every single day with rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, collector insights, fascinating history, and exciting stories from the world of coin collecting. Coin number 3 is the 1936 Mercury dime with an S mint mark, featuring a gray layer across the surfaces, brown dots on the obverse side, and displaying a very good condition appearance. At first glance, many people might see only an old dime. Experienced collectors, however, know that every Mercury dime has a story, and this one has survived nearly a century to tell its tale. Let's travel back to 1936. America was still navigating through one of the most challenging economic periods in its history. Despite those difficult times, the United States Mint continued producing coins that would eventually become some of the most admired collectibles in American numismatics. Every surviving Mercury dime from that era represents a genuine artifact from a remarkable chapter in American history. The Mercury dime series remains one of the most beautiful coin designs ever created by the United States Mint. Designed by the talented sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the coin features Liberty wearing a winged cap symbolizing freedom of thought. Over time, Americans began calling it the Mercury dime because of its resemblance to the Roman messenger god Mercury, and the nickname has remained famous ever since. Now, let's examine what makes this particular example so interesting. The S mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the historic San Francisco Mint. San Francisco Mint issues have long attracted strong collector interest because they often carry a special appeal among Mercury dime enthusiasts. Whenever collectors encounter older San Francisco Mint coins, attention naturally increases because of their historical significance and popularity within the hobby. One of the most distinctive characteristics of this coin is the gray layer visible across the surfaces. After decades of existence, older silver coins often develop unique toning patterns that create individuality. No two coins age exactly the same way. These natural changes often make a coin instantly recognizable and add to its visual character. Adding even more personality are the brown dots visible on the obverse side. Surface characteristics like these create a unique appearance that separates this coin from countless ordinary examples. Many collectors appreciate coins that display originality because those features tell a story of age, survival, and authenticity. The very good condition of this Mercury dime is another important aspect of its story. Although the coin clearly shows evidence of circulation, it has endured through decades of American history while preserving enough detail to remain recognizable and collectible. Every sign of wear represents years of real-world use, making the coin feel like a living piece of history rather than simply an object. Mercury dimes continue to enjoy tremendous popularity among collectors. The series combines artistry, history, nostalgia, and the excitement of discovery. New collectors enter the hobby every year, searching for examples that can connect them to America's past. That ongoing demand helps keep interest in Mercury dimes strong generation after generation. What makes stories like this so exciting is the possibility that remarkable coins can still be found. Somewhere, old collections remain untouched. Coin jars remain unopened. Albums sit forgotten in drawers and attics. The next exciting discovery could be waiting where nobody expects it, and that possibility is what keeps treasure hunters searching. And now comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. Based on the condition and description provided for this video, this 1936 Mercury dime with an S mint mark has been assigned a market value of approximately $270,000 within the story scenario presented here. The moment a collector hears a number like that connected to a Mercury dime from the 1930s, attention immediately shifts. What appears to be a small vintage coin suddenly becomes the centerpiece of a fascinating treasure story that sparks curiosity and excitement. The real appeal of this coin comes from much more than a dollar figure. It comes from its age, its history, its journey through nearly a century of American life, and its continued ability to inspire collectors today. Those qualities are what transform an old dime into something truly memorable. For collectors watching today, this coin offers a valuable reminder. Always inspect old Mercury dimes carefully. Study the date, verify the mint mark, observe the surfaces, and pay close attention to condition. Sometimes the details that seem ordinary at first glance become the most important part of a coin's story. Now, let's take one final look at today's incredible countdown. We explored the fascinating 1941 Mercury dime with no mint mark. We uncovered the remarkable 1920D Mercury dime and its connection to the beginning of the Roaring Twenties. And finally, we revealed the historic 1936S Mercury dime, a survivor from one of America's most memorable decades. Each coin carries a story. Each coin preserves a piece of history. And each coin reminds us why coin collecting remains one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. Thank you for spending your time with EagleCoins today. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare and valuable coins, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications. Our channel is freshly updated every single day with rare coin discoveries, collector secrets, hidden treasures, coin history, and fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. And remember, the next incredible coin discovery could already be waiting in an old collection, hidden in a forgotten drawer, or resting quietly where nobody has looked for years. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering with EagleCoins.